I want to begin this video by showing you guys the very first YouTube video I posted on my channel. Cringe alert. Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you about my TOEFL experience. I took TOEFL on October 19th and it was a good day, so my test was at 1 p.m. I think. I posted this video 2 years ago, and since then my English has improved a lot. That's why I decided to make this video, to tell you guys exactly what I did to start speaking English faster and feel more confident while I speak. If you've ever watched an American movie or show, you've probably noticed how quickly the actors there speak.
And every time a child says, "I don't believe in fairies," there's a fairy somewhere that falls down dead.
Like, what was that? It can be hard to keep up, especially if English is not your first language. But why is this the case? Well, one reason is that Americans tend to blend words together. And the funniest thing is that, guys, even you, when you speak your native language, you blend words together all the time. You just don't notice that because this language is your native language.
Oh, I see.
So let's move on to some of the tips and tricks that can help you speak English faster. I'm a non-native English speaker, and I've learned all of these rules by watching different American shows and movies and by listening to how native speakers pronounce certain words. Number 1. Try saying I'ma instead of I am going to. We have all heard that it's possible to say gonna instead of going to, right? So instead of saying I'm going to do something, you can say I'm gonna do something. But have you heard that you can also say I'ma do something? Of course, this is considered casual English, and native speakers don't talk like this all the time. At the same time, it's completely okay to say I am going to do something. It just depends on the situation, on a person, so you do you choose the one you like best. So basically here what's happening is that I'm blending the words I am going to together, and we have I'ma. Let's take a look at these examples from movies.
I'm gonna have them sign it for you later.
I'm gonna assume you took 50 and I'm taking it out your pop's paycheck.
And I'm holding you to it.
2. Instead of saying does he know, it's totally okay to say does he know. A very interesting thing happens to pronouns in English. When native speakers reduce the pronouns, the first letter is usually silent. For example, the letter H is often silent for the words he, him, his, her, hers, when these pronouns are not the first words of a sentence. Also, the TH sound is often silent for the word them. And again, guys, this is particularly true for casual speech, but sometimes native speakers talk like this in formal settings as well. Let's take a look at a few examples from movies.
How does he know to call you that?
Does he know we've been watching him?
How the hell does he know these things?
Number 3, let's go for a walk. Instead of saying let's go for a walk, try to say for. Let's go for a walk. So basically here what happens is this. When a word is reduced, native speakers often use the weak form of the word. The weak form is said more quickly and more softly.
I'll try to do it softly.
The vowel usually becomes the schwa sound. For example, in the word for, native speakers, again in casual speech, in their everyday conversations, unless they're trying to emphasize the word, they will not pronounce the word for as for. Instead, they will say fur. Let's take a look at a few examples from movies. And guys, make sure to listen very carefully to how native speakers there pronounce the word for.
Does my baby want to go for a walk?
I was just gonna go for a walk anyway.
You want to go for a walk?
And guys, now I would love to take a quick second to tell you about one of Wondershare's amazing products, DrFone. This is basically a tool that will help you connect your phone to your computer. First, you go to this website, scan the QR code, and download the app on your phone. So my 2 favorite features include phone backup and screen mirror. Backing up your phone is extremely important. And oftentimes when you're learning English on your phone, you take a lot of screenshots. So DrFone will help you save all of them. The second feature that I like is called screen mirror. It allows me to mirror everything I have on my phone, and usually I use it when I talk to my students or when I have a work Zoom call. If you would love to give DrFone a try too, all you need to do is click the link in the description and start using it. Now let's move on to the 4th thing I did to move on from this. Hello everyone. Today I want to tell you about my TOEFL experience. To this. So apart from focusing on casual speech and the way Americans blend words together, I also focused on just regular sounds, because in American English there are certain sounds that are different. For example, the American T. Obviously, the best way to learn all of these rules is to find native speakers on YouTube, for example, because oftentimes their videos are absolutely free and they are so useful. For example, did you guys know that when the letter T is between two vowel sounds, it is often pronounced as the soft D sound? For example, water or city. If you have never heard of this rule before and you want to speak like an American, go to YouTube and check out all of the videos by native speakers. And I truly believe that right now you have so many resources. All you need to do is look for them. Number 5 is shadowing. Let's talk about shadowing real quick, because this is something that helped me a lot and is still helping me a lot to speak more like an American. So basically, after I learned all of the rules when it comes to specific vowel sounds and consonant sounds, I started focusing on shadowing. Shadowing works this way. You open up a YouTube video, for example, and you play it and then you repeat after the speaker. And actually what works even better is when you repeat not just the words but also their body language. You replicate their body language. You try to shadow everything they're saying, but also you try to move the exact same way, you know, use the same body language, the same facial expressions, because that helps a lot. One bonus thing that is connected to shadowing that helps me a lot is filming YouTube videos. And that's why I can compare, for example, my English from 2 years ago to the way I sound right now. And obviously, if you don't have a YouTube channel, if you don't want to have a YouTube channel, it's fine. Just grab your phone and record a video of yourself shadowing or speaking English so that you have something to compare yourself against. Because guys, I once read an amazing book called The Gap and the Gain by Dan Sullivan, and there he taught me that comparing yourself to other people is a bad thing. But oftentimes as an English learner, you're tempted to compare yourself to me, to other people online. And guys, believe me, it is not gonna do you any good. It's a lot more rewarding to compare yourself to your past self. That's why when I open my YouTube channel, I scroll down and I find my very first video, I'm always quite shocked and pleasantly surprised. And finally, the last thing that helped me a lot is reading books and listening to audiobooks. I love memoirs, and I honestly think this is probably the best genre of literature to listen to. So once you find an audiobook, oftentimes it's gonna be recorded by the author themselves. And this is so valuable because when you listen to them, it's as if you're having a conversation with them. Obviously, you're not gonna talk to them because it's a book, but you know, it feels like you've interacted with this person in some way. At least this is how I feel. For example, right now I'm reading and listening to a book by Barack Obama called A Promised Land. And guys, I love the book. I love listening to the author. It feels like he's telling me a story, like a bedtime story if I'm about to go to bed. This obviously helps me improve my listening skills and fall in love with the language even more. So guys, I think it's gonna be it for this video. These are all the things that helped me speak English faster and feel more confident. As you can see guys, the difference is huge compared to what my English was like 2 years ago and how I sound right now. These are all the things that I did, and as you can see, they have helped me a lot. Don't forget to give DrFone a try by clicking the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in my next video.